We had a community forum in October where we put an invite out to the community, and we had over 100 people come. It was moderated by the New Hampshire Listens, so we had facilitators at each table, and it was a community discussion about the themes of the community and the values of the community.
It's helpful to figure out where do we have common ground and where, in the end, do we feel like there's some real key differences that we need to keep working on. But these kinds of events give people a chance to actually feel like you're a part of something, because you are.
Yeah, the October forum was, honestly, the energy in the room was spectacular. People began to have hope to say, you know what, I think this time's different. And I think the reason why is because we're willing to do the hard work to go through the right process.
I love conversations like this that are really positive, and I think just to sort of echo what other people talked about, I think now the question is, what will we do with the information that was sort of discussed?
It's a difficult thing when you get 100 people in a room and ask them what they think should be done with their community. You get some ideas that make you think and say, you know, yeah, we could do that, or we could see that happening, and then, you know, there's a lot of work and hard work to do to follow that up, but you know, I think it's headed in the right direction.
Since that forum, we've been trying to keep people up to date. We don't want people to think that they came to this big meeting and that was the end of it, because it's not. That was just the beginning. We've met a couple of times with a young professionals group here in the city. They love this place. This is their home. They're here to make it better. They're here to be a part of a larger community. They're not here to just advance their careers. They just want to change what everyone thinks about us and how we think about ourselves. Like, okay, we're a little rough around the edges, but we're Laconia. We're, so we can do it, and we're gonna do it. And I was really glad to hear people say that they're ready and they want to see a difference and they want to be involved. We have a Facebook page that's been pretty active. We've been doing Throwback Thursday, where we put up pictures of historic photos, and then Future Friday, where we put up current photos of the same place and ask people how they imagine the future of that.
We also did a survey where we got, I think, close to 250 responses, an online survey, which was absolutely fabulous. What we found is that we really need to reach out more to the youth, and we need to reach out more to kind of the marginalized communities, the ones that you would expect that probably wouldn't be able to come out on a Tuesday night or whenever we had that forum, may not have computer access, that type of thing. The Master Plan Advisory Team has worked to kind of pull from that data what the themes were, what the values were for the community. So it's made up of 3 individuals from the downtown, and we really tried to pull a business representative, a residential representative, and then a nonprofit type representative. And we did that for downtown, Lakeport, and the Weirs. We then pulled 2 city employees that knew a lot about city infrastructure, and then we pulled 1 planning board representative and 1 ZBA representative, and then opened it up to the public and said, okay, who else may be interested? And we had a couple more members.
Everyone there truly cares about what the future of Laconia is. Every individual brings something different to the table.
We have a lot of great discussions. We don't agree most of the time, which is great, because it leads to a great discussion where we can go back and forth. And people aren't shy about standing up and saying, hey, wait a minute, I don't see the Weirs represented here, or wait a minute, this doesn't represent Lakeport's thoughts, or downtown works a little differently. We need to include something different so that everyone's represented. So it's worked out very, very well.
So we used the comments on the coasters as part of the full set of comments that we got from the community forum in October, and from the interviews and the online survey, and any comments we got on Facebook, and any emails we got, or any other form of comments. So everything that we got, including the coaster comments, all got put together and really helped us to formulate what we've come up with for the values, which is what we think the community is telling us that they value.
Community safety is a big issue.
I value the city services, the fire department, the police department. I value the beauty of the area.
Focusing on the resources that you have, making best use of them. In the past, the river was used for industrial purposes. Those times have changed, so now we're focusing on how can we make the water a resource that's appealing to residents and visitors alike. Whether you're raising a family or whether you're a retired person, quality of life is important to you, and Laconia, for me, offers a high quality of life.
I hear time and again from the folks that are there that they just love getting to the lake and relaxing. And it's a different pace of life.
For me, it's all about the lake and the recreational activities and the ideas of the economic development person coming in.
Economics is a big issue.
We want to, at the end of the day, develop a vibrant community and continue to work to try to figure out what the right mix is to promote the quality of lifestyle and also inject some business into the area.
I'd value more reason for someone to come and work here. If I want to work here, I want to play here. I don't want to have to, commute for recreation.
I'm excited to be a part of processes like this that will help enhance the quality of life for people that are already here, and then attract a lot of my classmates that might have grown up around here, but they just need to find quality job opportunities to come back.
We really need to be very intentional about really keeping a pool of young talent that allows us to go to school, raise a family, have a great life, retire. This city could have all of those things.
I value the sense of community.
People really felt like people were there for each other.
We heard over and over again that people love the people of Laconia. And we don't talk about that enough, and I think that came out as well, is that we need to continue this positive story. We really need to talk about our strengths.
Our identity is going to help with that, and I think if we begin to say this is who we are, this is what we want to put our attention to, this is what defines a healthy community, then eventually those stories are the stories that we're going to begin to tell.
We are starting to gather data about not just the values, what people feel strongly about, but now geographically, brick and mortar, uses, what people want to see in the downtown and the weirs. And so we're going to focus on that land use aspect as well.
Specifically right now we're doing these community mapping interviews where we're talking to folks about specific places in Laconia that they like, that they don't like, that they want to see different, and how they can reimagine what Laconia will look like. People are really excited about redeveloping the weirs, bringing tourism back, and also they've mentioned some specific strategies for how we could bring more commerce downtown and more people and more experiences to kind of revitalize Laconia.
One thing that makes you appreciate, though, is how incredible this city is. We have waterfront, we have trails, we have open space, we have a resort community, we have bedroom communities, we have a downtown. Honestly, we have it all. We just need to figure out how do we get the best out of all of this to actually make it an incredible place to live.
The overwhelming support from the community on this process, people coming out of the woodwork, calling us, emailing us and saying, how can I be involved? And so it's great to kind of welcome them into this civic venture and to have them be a part of this process.
We have so much potential in this city, and I just love being a part of saying, what can I do to help bring life back into the city?